Hello and a warm welcome back to the channel of Motorcycle Nonsense. If you're new to motorcycling, let me give you 3 quick tips. Number 1, don't use your front brake in the middle of a corner, you'll probably fall off. Number 2, the opposite sex really doesn't care about whether you ride motorbikes. Number 3, definitely don't take riding tips from Americans on Reddit. And number 4, the best thing you can do on 2 wheels isn't going to a biker cafe at the weekend. It's about getting out on 2 wheels and heading abroad, going touring, having adventures, whatever form of adventure you like. And that's why I think this Triumph Tiger Sport 660 is one of the best first big bikes you can get. I'll show you what I mean, or try to. Yeah, here it is. It's updated for 2025 with such things as standard fit cruise control. There's a quick shifter around here, which is up and down as well. Yeah, cruise control button. It's now got a 6-axis IMU, so the traction control and ABS are now lean sensitive and you can connect your phone to it. So it's had a load of electronic revisions for this year. But what is it? Well, Tiger Sport 660 is the Trident's more fed, more upright, longer legged brother. It's still got the same engine. It's still got a 660cc triple with 81 horsepower at 10,250 RPM. And 64 Newton meters, but now we've got a 17-litre tank. I think that's about 3 litres bigger than the one on the Trident. You've got more upright seating position. The seat is a bit higher as well by 30 millimeters, so 835 mil, the seat height on this. Yes, it's 17 kilos heavier at 207 kilos wet, but most importantly, it comes in roulette green now as well, which is about the best Triumph colour they've ever made. Let's talk Turkey. This costs £1,000 more than a Trident 660. It's about £9,000. You can pay an extra £100 if you want roulette green or the red colour. It's about 90 quid a month, which is £6 more a month than the Trident 660 with an 1,800 quid deposit. So that's £200 more than they want for a Trident over 3 years. So it's still, by all measures, I would say an affordable bike. However, you can get the new Tiger Sport 800. That's got 34 horsepower more than this, 115 horsepower. It's got triple throttle bodies, a more complicated, more powerful engine, 20 Newton meters more torque. And it does cost £2,000 more than this. However, it's quite a bit more on a PCP. We're talking about £2,200 deposit, and then it's an extra 40 quid a month over this. So really, I would say, if you're getting into your first big adventure touring bike, this is still probably a more affordable, well, it's definitely a more affordable choice than the Tiger Sport 800. But is it missing out much when you go and ride it? Well, I'm going to stop waffling and tell you.
Actually, just before we go for a ride, I should point out you've got a much bigger pillion seat on this compared to the Trident, and big grab handles here as well. Hopefully you can see that. You've also got a remote preload adjuster there. So it is way more suitable to up touring. Whether you'd want a bit more power than the 800 for that, with its 3-box luggage, I don't know. Anyway, let's hop on. It is a bit more of a swing your leg over job than the Trident, just because that seat height is a bit higher, but still fires into life with that lovely 3-cylinder noise. It is warm, don't worry, but it's still, for me at 6'3", a really easy reach to the ground. It's not a big, tall, intimidating adventure bike. I would say that, you know, if you're 5'7" upwards, you're gonna be fine on this. But yeah, it's easy to ride. It's just like the Trident in that respect. Super nice light clutch, smooth gearbox, and quick shifter blipper, which means you don't need the clutch to change gears. Look, down to first, didn't use the clutch. First to second, nice and smooth. I don't know what Triumph's been on in terms of tuning their quick shifters this year, but it is really, really good. And I think around town their quick shifter blippers are the best in the business now. And this engine isn't far behind either. So yes, 81 horsepower. That doesn't sound like much if you're an experienced rider. You might be thinking you want the Tiger Sport 800. Yes, that engine is significantly punchier than this, but it doesn't mean it's loads more fun. On a British back road, this sounds great. It's got punch everywhere. Yeah, it might have lost a little bit of urgency compared to the Trident because it weighs kind of 15-17 kilos more, but it's not really an issue. It never feels like it's struggling to move the Tiger 660 and 100 kilos of me along. It's a great engine. Mirrors are nice and stable. The riding position is bob on. Nice and upright. the seat is comfortable, and yeah, I'm just super at home on it. It doesn't give you the same weather protection as a proper adventure bike, something like a GS or anything like that, but it's pretty decent. And you've got a manually adjustable screen with a couple of positions there. I tend to leave it down because I get less buffeting from it like that. But anyway, I'm going to head out, do some dual carriageways, show you what it's like at 70 miles an hour, and then do some twisty roads on it. Listen to this though. This engine's so smooth, it revs so nicely to the red line. Ah, what a good bike. Anyway, motorways, dual carriageways, I know what I'm talking about, honest. But yeah, I forgot to mention there is a new sport riding mode for this year as well. I'm just going to leave it in sport because it suits it really well, and it's got sport in the name of the bike. What you gonna do? Okay, we're coming up on the dual carriageway now, so I'm going to get up to 70 miles an hour in a second. But I just want to talk about the dashboard briefly. It's Triumph's shiny, reflective, split screen one. Not a massive fan of it because of that, looks a bit cheap. But it's got fuel gauge, it's got MPG, and has a range readout as well. And it is clear to read. It's just I don't know, I don't like the reflectiness of it. And MPG, I've been averaging 56 miles per gallon out of this, riding it like a bit of a twazzic, so I think you'll get 60. So there we go, that's 70 miles an hour. You can stick cruise control on with 2 presses of the cruise control button, and then I can adjust the screen up, which actually makes the buffeting a bit worse. It doesn't make it any quieter, it rocks my head about a bit. So yeah, I have the screen in the lower position at 6'3". But yeah, with cruise control on though, riding position wise, this is more comfortable than the Trident is for me, at least. From memory though, the Tiger Sport 800 gets some extra plastic bits down there, which cuts out turbulence a little bit more. It's what you're getting for your £2,000. Another area where this Tiger Sport 660 differs from its bigger 800cc brother is the front brakes. This has only got twin piston sliding calipers, not radial calipers like the 800, but they're still bloody good, I have to say. I think you do detect that they're stopping a bit more mass than on the Trident 660. Quite a lot of traction control intervention there over the bumpy bits, but Triumph traction control tends to be set up to err more on the side of caution than some other brands. You can switch it off, you have to switch everything off, so not a big fan of that. Now in terms of tyres, this comes like the Trident on Michelin Road 5, which are a really good tyre in all conditions, in the warm, in the wet, not the snow. Don't ride motorbikes in the snow, that's ludicrous. Who do you think you are? Santa Knievel? But no, they're really good and they're really confidence inspiring. And again, it's nice that Triumph doesn't cheat out. Anyway, I'm going to get some twisty roads and show you how this handles. I do just love this engine. It's got so much mid-range punch. I think if you don't ride the 800 and just ride this in isolation, it's going to be absolutely fine for overtaking, for having fun, for scratching around, for touring. Unless you're too up with loads of luggage, I can't really, in isolation, give you a sensible reason to buy the Tiger Sport 800. But if you do want to go too up and take luggage, I would pick the bigger bike, to be honest. Oh, they've re-tarmacked this road. Look, there's no more crappy bit here. Should we just go first gear? That's 50 miles an hour. This bike doesn't hang about. Okay, Tiger Sport 660 rides really well, if I'm using car terminology. The suspension just feels really dialed in for my weight, for bumpy British roads. It will occasionally run out of damping ideas and kick me out of the seat, but only over very harsh bumps. As I said, I'm 100 kilos and this does feel like it's set up for me pretty well. The shock's a little bit harsher than the front end, but I can forgive it, all of that, because it's got really nice turning. It's not super sharp and flighty. It feels a little bit slower than the Trident 660, but it still feels really assured when you're rolling in on those Michelins and hard on the gas out corners. Oh, and the brakes are so good as well. It's a really fun dynamic package 17-inch front wheels on the road make a lot more sense than adventure bike wannabes with big 21-inch or 19-inch front wheels that just take more effort and feel more skittish when you're leant over. This is a great road bike. It looks more sensible than the Trident 660, but it is just a more usable bike for me. I fit it better at 6'3". I'm less cramped in the legs, and this makes me want to go on adventures in a way that a Trident makes me want to go for a Sunday blast. This can do that, but also I'd be happy to load this up with bags of cement or luggage and then yeah, I don't know, just go to France, go to Germany, go and have some fun. It kind of does it all better than the Trident does, and it's got a bigger fuel tank, but now it's still got cruise control and lean sensitive, everything, all the rest of it. It's a really good package now. Just buy it in roulette green. Anyway, that is my conclusion. This is a great bike. It rivals things like the updated Tracer 7, which I've not ridden yet. And that has got a really good engine as well. It's really good time to be looking for a kind of 600, 700cc sports tourer at the moment with this and the Tracer. You are spoiled for choice. Go and test ride them. Buy the one you prefer the sound of and the looks of. That'd be my advice. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you can hear me through the windows. I've been Tim Rodey. When you're watching this, I'll be in France on my Tenere 700, falling off in some mud. There'll be a video series on that coming up soon, with some Second World War history bundled in, along with some food journalism of the highest order. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you've liked this, please hit like. If you've got any more questions about the Ticewell 660, chuck them in the comments. I'll do my darndest to answer them. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.